Hi, my name is John Romph. I'm an attorney at the law firm of White, McCann & Stewart here in Winchester. I'm born and raised in Winchester, Kentucky, and I'm going to speak to you briefly about what a lawyer is and what the role of a lawyer is. People hear all kinds of information about what a lawyer is. Sometimes in other countries it may be called a barrister, a solicitor, an advocate. But here in Kentucky we typically refer to lawyers as either a lawyer or an attorney or a counselor. Not to be confused with a lot of other professions. Lawyers' jobs are to assist clients through legal proceedings. Oftentimes that may include very emotional circumstances, things that people are upset about, whether they've been charged with a crime or they're going through some sort of family law proceeding where maybe parents are getting divorced. The lawyer's job is not, sometimes because of television, we get the sense that a lawyer's job is to spend most of their time in court. In reality, lawyers spend most of their time outside of a courtroom setting, doing legal research to learn about what their clients' issues might be, doing factual investigations to determine how the facts may interact with the law, educating their clients through written correspondence, and doing a lot of written advocacy, either informing a court, informing another attorney, or again informing their clients. A portion of the time obviously then is spent in court arguing for those positions, but most attorneys spend most of their time outside of court. Additionally, lawyers can do all kinds of transactional work for their clients. Things like assisting people purchasing a home, helping a bank determine whether or not to make a loan, or representing a client not through a court proceeding, but maybe through an investigation with the state, or helping them interact with county or local government. So attorneys can do all kinds of things that aren't always adversarial, meaning that they're interacting with an opponent, but also that they're helping to educate a client or guide them through a process that might involve quite a bit of red tape or governmental interaction. Most attorneys are educated in the same way in Kentucky. In order to be an attorney in Kentucky, you have to go to an accredited law school, and that means it has to be a law school that's been approved by the state's governing body. You have to graduate from that law school, and then you also have to pass a bar examination. A bar examination is basically just a cumulative test that tries to cover all areas that you learn in law school and all areas that you may be exposed to as a lawyer. The idea being that we want our attorneys to be able to represent individuals in a wide variety of matters. Other states have different requirements. One interesting thing about being a lawyer that's different than being in other professions is that every state licenses their attorneys individually. So just because I'm a lawyer in Kentucky does not mean I could be an attorney in Indiana, Ohio, or Tennessee. I personally think the best way to learn about our profession is to follow around a lawyer. Hopefully when things return to more normal, if any of you have interest in shadowing someone for a day, I would recommend contacting a local law firm. You can certainly contact ours, and we'd be more than happy to allow you to kind of see what we do. I'm sure that most of the local attorneys here, we're a very collegial group, and I think most of us would welcome the opportunity to have a young person follow us around. So if you ever would like that opportunity, please just let us know. Good luck finishing up the school year. I know it's probably very different. Thanks.
I'm a lawyer because that's really the only thing I ever really wanted to do. I love to read, I love to write, I like to argue a little bit. And so that's really the profession where I could do all of those things. What I like best about being a lawyer is helping people who are having a really hard time get to a place where their lives can be better. Or they can at least move past what they're dealing with. I do mostly family law at this point, and so generally I'm dealing with people who are having the worst day of their lives. And so it's my job to make that a little bit easier and to help them navigate that process. So that's why I'm a lawyer, and that's why I like doing what I do.
Okay guys, so I became a lawyer because in undergrad I knew for sure I wanted to major in English. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with that degree, but I knew I wasn't cut out for the world of teaching or education. So I took my English skills and put them towards a law degree. I have been a lawyer. I've been practicing since 2017, so pretty recently. I'm from Round County, from Moorhead, right down the road, so a small town. So Winchester, practicing in Winchester is great for me. I like it because I get to deal with the public. I get to help people. There's not very often that I don't leave a day at least helping one person out. And I practice mostly real estate law, so I get to see a lot of people and close on a lot of home loans and help a lot of people purchase their first houses. So that's what I like about it.
Hello, my name is Dodd Dixon. This May 1st, 2020 will mark 30 years in the practice of law. Seems hard to believe that I've been an attorney for 30 years. When I first wanted to become an attorney, I didn't really know a whole lot about attorneys and heard a lot of bad things about attorneys. But really, I think it's a noble profession. If you look at how America is different than, say, other countries, it all comes down to the rule of law. Without the rule of law, without an enforcement mechanism to settle disputes, then how do people settle disputes? They settle it through might. They settle it through power. They settle it through force with weapons, kind of like Old West. And so I think that the legal profession is one of the more notable professions. It helps give us the peace and dignity of the civilization that all of us have come to appreciate. Now, you may think, well, why would a person want to become an attorney? I think enforcing the rule of law is a significant reason to do that. Why did I become an attorney? Well, I would like to give a shout out to Carolyn Wells, the speech and debate coach at George Rogers Clark High School. Without the skills that she taught me in high school speech and debate, probably wouldn't be an attorney. Also, my parents, as well as other teachers, and encouragement from professors at UK. I'd like to thank you for once again watching this video about what lawyers do, and some of our new lawyers and younger lawyers that have talked about the legal profession a little bit. Maybe someday you all can become an attorney. We would sure appreciate an infusion of yet another generation of young people into the profession. On behalf of the Clark County Bar Association, I thank you.